All right, so we're in the capital of Georgia, Tbilisi, and we just picked up our rental car. This is a Lada Niva, which is the Soviet staple car. They've basically been making the same car for 40 years. Super reliable. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical about the driving a Russian car. They don't quite have the best reputation, but apparently this one's been battle tested, and we're about to just get after it. Has a tent up top, has gas in the back, water, everything you could possibly need.
Every little bump, you feel it, you hear it. The gears, you hear it, everything.
So we're loading up on groceries, and we decided we're only gonna drink vodka for this trip. But also what's interesting is the liquor section, they have vodka, and then the Georgian drink of choice, cha-cha, which we just bought a bottle of. Should be pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what to expect. We are now in the town of Gori. Honestly, the city is absolutely tiny. I don't think it's changed in the last 200 years. What is it famous for? It was actually the birthplace of the Soviet leader Stalin, and that is literally the home that he was born in. And they have a nice museum set up over there where you can see a lot of old Soviet memorabilia. We're about to check this out and learn a little more. Okay, we have now made it to Georgia's second largest city. Today is actually Georgia Independence Day, and apparently there's a awesome parade over there that we're about to walk to. You know, this is what America's missing. I want to be able to go to my town square and find a tank. Do you want to do that?
I'd love to.
People just hanging out on tanks. This is how you get kids to join the military. Okay, we have 20 minutes until sunset, and we are still driving, getting just a little worried that we might have some trouble finding a spot, but we found some GPS coordinates. Don't know what's gonna show up in those GPS coordinates, but we have found our spot for the night. I am pretty relieved. We still have a little bit of daylight to set up a tent for the first time. What a frickin' view. Okay, well, it turns out the tent is incredibly easy to set up. It literally took us 3 or 4 minutes. And now we can just relax.
Pretty stoked. To be honest, when we're driving through here, it looks pretty sketchy. I think we're like maybe a mile away from an actual neighborhood. But luckily, as we drove up to the end, it just came out into this super discreet road. And then before you know it, we're in just complete nature.
All right, so it's 6:30 a.m. and the sun's coming up, so it's starting to get bright in the tent, but more importantly, there's some rain outside. We decided to go out here to investigate, and sure enough, there's a herd of cattle that are have stumbled in to our camping site. A full-on herd. There's what, 9 of them? This actually makes total sense, because yesterday Lev and I were sitting there and wondering, why is the grass so short? I'm pretty skeptical that the Georgians are randomly mowing this plot of land. Well, these guys here explain it, and I think they just come here every day and eat some grass. I think this is a main cow because he has a cowbell. And there's our tent. So we now are trying to find an axe, so maybe we can axe up some old logs and start a fire at night. This is really cool. It's just where people buy groceries. But I'm not sure if they'll sell an axe here. All right, so we found a makeshift shovel and an axe. It only cost us $10, I think. Pretty good. We're now in the industrial part of the market. I'm speechless. Okay, so we stopped here. We're going to Mount Elbrus, which is the tallest mountain in Europe. It's been a long journey to get over here. A lot of windy roads. I think I've dodged more cattle than I've seen in my life up to this point. They just happen to land the road everywhere. Roads aren't in the best condition either, but we're getting closer, and it's pretty cool when you come across Soviet relics like this bridge over here.
I just walked out on it, the whole thing like shook.
Really?
I'm a little scared.
Yeah, there's just frayed cords everywhere. Looks like it hasn't been used in years. Maybe at one point it was for cars and they just transitioned it to people. Oh yeah, the metal like vibrates when you get on it. Oh yeah, it's like super warped. You just hear it and it just sounds rough. Right over a crazy mountain river. All right, so we just stumbled into this gnarly waterfall just driving on the road, and we're gonna go explore this sick tunnel. Wow. What could possibly be in here? You can see these tunnels everywhere. Don't know why they made them, but they look crazy. Let me throw my flashlight. That is unreal. These are literally just random tunnels that we stumbled into. That looks like it just goes on forever and ever.
Dude, wild.
Unreal. The last city, we should have gotten gas there. We are currently at maybe a third of a tank, which around here is a massive issue because ever since we left that city, which was maybe an hour ago, we have not seen a single gas station. This is remote. All right, we made it in town, filled up on gas. Thank God, that was getting incredibly low. Tomorrow we're gonna have a push to Elbrus, find a good spot to see it from, but for now we're gonna get some food and then we gotta figure out where we're gonna spend the night. Seems like there's some good options around here, but it's supposed to get down to 30 degrees, which is gonna be kind of freezing and we're not at all equipped to handle that, so, yeah. Here in Georgia, wild camping is legal. So there's a lot of random road pull-offs like this where literally there's some tracks, not exactly sure where it goes. And you just follow them and you can set up literally wherever you want. So as you walk on this path, you come across other people's fire pits, the river right there. And it's super cool because this is obviously unheard of in the US. Beautiful campsite for tonight. We got the sun coming down over there. What a stunner. And then we have the river. I can't imagine what this looks like when it's flooded. We've got about half an hour to get ready before the sun comes down. And hopefully we can get a fire going between now and then. Looks like there's actually a fire pit right there, so that's gonna be really convenient. And we still have to set up the tent. Log number 1. I guess actually log number 3. Log number 4, already started. Log number 5. Okay, I'm very used to pouring gasoline on fires. To start them, that was a little harder without having any access to gas. But after maybe half an hour of attempts, we finally got it. We got our beautiful view, and the sun is just really starting to come down. After some more research, we found out they used to build these as defensive structures, and they're actually around 1,000 years old. They're everywhere, and they just, I guess, built them back in the day to protect the land, and unfortunately a lot of these are falling into disrepair, so that's an issue for them. But it's really cool just driving around the landscape and seeing these. And of course, we have some cows. Right, we're about 5 kilometers away from Mount Elbrus. Unfortunately, so the road has been getting worse and worse as we have made our way closer to the mountain. We have now reached the river crossing. Our car, we don't feel comfortable going across this. This is some pretty deep water, not exactly sure what's under it, so we made the executive decision to turn around. And yeah. But this is pretty serious. Unfortunately, we don't have a winch. We don't have anything to get a car out of. Don't know how strong that current is. So we're gonna turn around and head back into town and hopefully get a great picture from there. But wow, is it beautiful.
I think it's being dragged in front.
All right, we have finally made it to the beautiful Black Sea. We just found this random pull-off. You like drive through the forest over there, and then you can kind of drive on the beach, where not gonna go too far because you're supposed to deflate your tires if you do that, and we don't have a way of inflating the tires. All right, day 3 of trying to find a parking spot. Today was a little more difficult because the app we've been using really didn't have any previous spots from people. So we kind of just drove around until we found something. There's like an abandoned building over there, and you can go through the buildings, drive around back, and then you get to where we are right here. Pretty great spot. Cannot complain. Literally absolutely nothing around. So looks like that's where we're spending the night. Walked over to the abandoned buildings over here, decided to check it out. Really hard to tell why it has fell into disrepair like this. Maybe it caught fire at some point. Who knows? It's pretty cool seeing how the fern is just slowly overtaking this entire building. All right, our last fire of Georgia. It's really picking up. We're dropping the car off right now, and here's the other option that they have available to rent. Unfortunately, it wasn't available for the dates we wanted, but it's so cool. It's an old Soviet UAZ van. I think it literally comes with this goes down to a bed. It's all built out on the inside. It looks like an awesome time. Yeah, so the other thing is they're working on another van here. This is actually a totally different van that they don't currently offer, and you can see that they're starting to convert it. They're gonna put that on top. They took out the seats. Really cool what they're doing.